and welcome back to our channel. Today is a beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness that is Genoa City, and we have so much to unpack. Grab your snacks, get comfortable, and make sure you're sitting down because we are breaking down all the shocking moments you might have missed. Let's get right into it. Oh my god, I'm screaming. I literally cannot even deal right now with what just happened on the Young and the Restless this Monday, April 20th. I was literally eating my dinner and I choked on my drink. Had to pause and text my friend immediately because my jaw dropped to the actual floor. Okay, listen. The Winters family is completely falling apart, and I am so emotionally invested I feel like I am personally in the room with them. It is so dramatic, I can't even handle the stress. I am acting like these are my real life relatives, and I am honestly offended by half the choices they are making right now. Wait, let me start from the beginning. Or no. Actually, let me start with Nate Hastings because this is wild. So Nate is at the GCAC. Right. Just minding his own business, looking fine as always, and he overhears the name Dr. Stephanie Simmons. And he goes over and introduces himself as Olivia Winters' son, which is iconic because Olivia and Stephanie go way back to the 90s. Stephanie literally starts gushing over him, telling him how handsome he is and how he grew up to be this amazing man, and they end up sitting down and having dinner together. It was actually a really sweet moment, but I was just sitting there waiting for the other shoe to drop. And don't even get me started on that dinner, which is insane, by the way, because Stephanie just casually drops the most massive bomb ever over appetizers. She's like, oh yeah, Holden Novak is my son. I'm dead, skull emoji. I literally stopped breathing. Nate's face. He was so shocked, but you know what's crazy? Nate actually kept his mouth shut. He didn't say a single word about Holden's super shady past. I was yelling at the TV like, Nate, tell her who her son really is, but he just smiled and nodded. Oh wait, before that happened, actually, I forgot to mention earlier, but Holden came to town pretending to be Damian Kane and working for Kane Ashby and doing all the shady stuff. Devin and Nate literally hate him. So for Nate to just sit there and eat his little dinner and not completely trash Holden to his own mother, the restraint. I'm calling it now, this is going to end badly because secrets in Genoa City never stay buried. Mark my words, Stephanie is going to find out about Holden's scams and it is going to break her heart. Okay, where was I? Right. So while Nate is having dinner with Holden's mom, Lily Winters is at society and she literally bumps into Holden. And they sit down and have this deeply emotional conversation about the fact that they are half-siblings because Malcolm Winters is Holden's biological dad. I can't breathe. They are sitting there processing this massive shock and Holden is just pouring his heart out. He starts talking about growing up thinking his dad was dead, some guy named Jerry, and how he feels so robbed of all these years he could have had with Malcolm. Honestly, I felt so bad for him. He's acting like a real person with real trauma, and I was getting teary-eyed. Lily is sitting there being the supportive sister, looking so hopeful that Holden and Malcolm can finally build a relationship. She is looking at him with so much love, but Holden is just being super practical. He knows the clock is ticking. Because Malcolm has aplastic anemia and needs a bone marrow transplant like yesterday. That is the actual priority. Holden is like, yeah, relationship sounds nice, but we need to find a medical match first. But wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, Lily, bless her heart, she wants to tell Devin and Nate about the family expansion. She wants to rip the band-aid off. So she asks Holden if he'll be there when she drops the news on them, and he actually agrees. The audacity, the bravery, he knows Devin despises him, but he agrees to sit there and face the music. So Lily texts Devin and Nate and summons them to society. I am literally yelling at my screen at this point because I know Devin is going to lose his absolute mind. Devin is already so stressed out with the Mariah situation and his son's trauma, and now he walks into society with Nate, and who is sitting at the table, Holden Novak. The guy Devin wants to run out of town. Devin's face was a picture. He was probably thinking, why is this scammer sitting at our family table? And then Lily just drops the nuke. She looks at Devin and Nate and says, Malcolm is Holden's biological father. The silence, the absolute deafening silence. I was like, are you serious right now? Nate already kind of knew Stephanie was his mom from the GCAC dinner, but hearing the Malcolm part confirmed out loud. Wild. Devin looked like his brain was short-circuiting. He just stared at Holden like he grew a second head. But here is the part that makes me want to pull my hair out. Lily completely hides the fact that Malcolm is dying and needs a bone marrow transplant. Why would she do that? She tells them about the secret son, but leaves out the life or death medical crisis. She needs to get it together, I swear. She's probably trying to protect Malcolm's privacy, but keeping Devin and Nate in the dark when they are literally family and could help. Not okay. I was pacing my living room. I was so frustrated. So Devin and Nate are just sitting there trying to process this massive reality check. Their Uncle Malcolm has a whole grown adult son. Holden can feel the awkward tension. Obviously, because Devin is practically shooting lasers out of his eyes, so he excuses himself to let the family talk privately. Which was a smart move because Devin looked like he was about to spontaneously combust. Holden leaves and goes to meet up with Stephanie. And he is genuinely shocked when he realizes Nate didn't throw him under the bus during their dinner. He tells his mom that he has a really messy history with the people in Genoa City. He flat out admits he's an outsider and has done some bad things. It was such a vulnerable moment for him. I love that jacket he was wearing during this scene, by the way. It was like the Stark leather thing. So cool. Wait. Getting distracted. Focus. So Holden is having his moment of self-reflection with his mom, and back at society, Lily is sitting with Devin and Nate. They are demanding more answers about the Malcolm situation. And then Lily's phone rings. It's Malcolm. At this point, my heart is literally pounding out of my chest. I know what this call is about. Lily had previously asked her kids, the twins Maddie and Charlie, to get tested to see if they were a bone marrow match for Malcolm, since Lily can't donate because of her past cancer treatments. Malcolm tells her the test results are in. And it's bad news. Neither Maddie nor Charlie are a match. They can't save him. Lily just completely breaks down. She hangs up the phone and starts sobbing uncontrollably right there in the middle of the restaurant. I am literally crying with her. The devastation on her face. She has tried everything. Holden wasn't a match. Lily can't do it. The twins aren't a match. They are running out of Winter's DNA. She feels so helpless, and it is absolutely gut-wrenching to watch. And Devin and Nate are just sitting there, completely panicked and confused. They see Lily sobbing hysterically, and they rush to comfort her, but they have nitrogen monoxide idea why she's crying. Because she hid the illness from them, they think she's just overwhelmed about the secret brother thing, but she's actually grieving because she thinks her dad is going to die. The dramatic irony is literally killing me. I can't even deal. This show is going to destroy my emotional stability, seriously. They're patting her back and telling her it's okay, and she is just weeping because the man she loves is running out of time. I am a wreck. I need a nap after this episode, honestly.